welcome to Booze Reviews. I'm Chris.
And I'm Mark.
And today we're doing...
Roku, a Japanese gin.
Let's try to...
I like things gin.
It's different.
The difference, in part, is the citrus is yuzu, which is a kind of citron rather than straight lemon kind of citrus.
Okay.
And sakura, the Japanese cherry. And they use both the leaves and the bark as part of the botanicals.
So is that it for botanicals? Just two botanicals?
Oh, no. I mean, you have Angelica and all the kind of standard kind of gin botanicals that you would use. But instead of, say, using cassia bark, you use sakura bark. And...
Ooh.
So we've got a little bit of cherry in here, as it were, although not cherry as in the sense of sweet fruit, but rather the tree itself.
I can smell the juniper. There is something else, something citrus, but it's mainly juniper I'm getting on the nose.
It's got quite a strong nose.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, this time we're actually just doing it completely neat. We're going to add ice later. On the nose, I'll be hard-pressed to tell it from any other gin.
It's quite striking, however, and I think that's that's what makes it different. It's not just the immediate sense this is gin. It's like, oh, this is an interesting gin. You don't quite know how to place it, if I can put it that way, immediately. But
it's still distinct enough from other gins. I know we've had some more citrusy flavoured gins, and this is definitely different from those.
It's quite spicy. Indefinably spicy, but quite spicy. I mean, I suppose if you have a really good perfumer's nose, then you would go like, oh, this is exactly X, Y, and Z. But as it is, it's got a rich, spicy nose, I think, is the way that you'd put it.
Yeah, I can agree with that. There is a complexity there, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I just put it in my mouth. And it's definitely a rich, spicy palate.
Here's got some fire. 43 ABV. So it's not meant to be liquid fire.
It's not all right. It's not 57%.
But it's got some welly. I wouldn't even call it kick. It's ooh. You know what you're drinking when you're drinking this one.
I'm happy with this.
The juniper comes out. It stands out. Cherry. Honestly, I'm not there. I feel it's a compact flavour. There may be some complexity there, but it's so compact, I can't taste anything other than it's
the sheer. So this does open it up.
On the nose, there's more zesty going on.
It's still got its potency.
Yeah, it's surprisingly strong. I would have thought this will come in at like 46, at least 47. It tastes very, very strong. I'm surprised. And I'm getting the flavour of pepper where I didn't get that. There is more going on now with some ice. There's definitely, the complexity is starting to broaden out.
And there's a warmth in the throat. It's a more fragrant gin at this point.
Yeah.
It's elegant. It's definitely a spicier version of gin than the Palmer's, for instance, which was very grapefruit and zesty. It's quite charming, to be frank.
It's interesting. I would prefer this one to the Bombay Saf, simply because it's slightly more unusual. It's got something going on that's different. But as a mainstay, Bombay Saf, is it worth going for the premium drinks? It's an extra fiver more at a bar. I wouldn't necessarily say, yeah, fiver maybe, tenner. Nah, don't bother.
Well, or put it in the bottle and you're in Waitrose. And at the moment, this is on special. This is a very nice gin.
We put some Fever Tree, simple tonic water, nothing major, in here. Mark has gone for a super dose, and I've had to water mine down because I had one sniff of the damn thing, and it was like, ah. So, yeah, I've eased back a bit. So mine's more dilute than Mark's. So, full disclosure.
So I'm drinking proper. It's a very nice gin and tonic.
It's pleasant enough.
With a little bit of concentration, it's got some decency, it's got some integrity, and some purpose, which is what you want from your G&T.
Is it worth going for the premium of this over a standard Bombay Saf? If you want something special, yeah. If you want to get blotto, don't bother. It's nice. That much, it's not so extraordinary that you'll go, oh my God, this is so much better than Bombay Saf.
Being Japanese is not just about imitation. Being Japanese is about a sense of refinement and purpose and elegance. And this is an elegant gin. It is a spicy gin, not a citrus gin.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to factor that in. If you're wanting a drinking session gin, then it could almost work.
But it's not designed for that. This would be
if you're in Tokyo and you happen to be at the loose end of an evening, I would not blame you. And I would be definitely drinking this in a bar in Tokyo. And don't buy it full price. Buy it on the special. If you think you've just got a bunch of friends coming around to get smashed, give them Bombay Sapphire. If you've got a bunch of friends coming round,
not Gordon's.
I would never give them Gordon's.
Okay.
And if you've got someone that you just enjoy the company of and you want a bit of a fun gin, then this is a fun gin.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, I'm going to add this to my gin cupboard.
Well, there you go. High praise indeed. If the whole idea of the special offer did not exist, would you happily pay full price?
The extra money. I'd be tempted. It would be in there in the top few gins.
Really?
Yeah, it's a proper gin.
Let's try some tonic. That was, I guess, designed with Roku in mind because it was included in the pack.
The power of the gin still remains. It's a definitely spicy, powerful gin that retains its power.
This here is a waste of good gin because I'm not drinking it. I fully acknowledge that it's a good gin, but it's just not for me. I prefer the other ones that we tried, and pass. I'll try some of the others.
Whereas for me, I'm perfectly happy with the power of the gin.
He's hardcore, though. I don't know how hardcore you are. I've seen people out there with those big balloon glasses with their gin. So I know some people love their gin and they're really into it. No, you see, I'm a whiskey man. I like lots of different flavors. I guess gin has that kind of complexity on a different level. But for me, I guess the overpowering they've gone strong on the whole Jennifer thing, and no.
I think there is a kind of elegance about what it does, however strong it is. And there is a challenge to you in what it does about its strength. And the strength is not in the alcohol.
No, absolutely not.
The strength is in the botanicals.
Yes.
You look at Japanese culture and its sense of restraint and modesty, and then you look at something like this where they're saying, but we have power. Regardless of the alcohol, a gin that conveys a sense of certainty and power.
Is stronger in that regard. Not necessarily alcohol-wise, but there is a depth of flavour there that needs to be appreciated by someone with more experience than myself. And it's one that for your cupboard, and maybe your serious.
Yeah. This is definitely a gin that I would like to give to people occasionally, and it has the appeal of difference.
Right, Merchant's Heart tonic water. This one is the pink peppercorn version of their tonic water. Let's see if it kind of rocks with this. That's better. I like this one better. I might have spoken too soon. I just don't dig it.
There's a lot of spice, there's a lot of power.
I don't have the breadth of palate to distinguish them. I can say initially this one was better, and now the flavour seems to be a bit softer, and the flavours are opened up a bit. I can't tell you what they are. I know there's some tang going on in there. It's not citrusy. The finish is complex, but I can't tell you what the hell those flavours are. I'm not entirely sure what's going on, but it's nicer.
It's elegant. Is this a better gin?
It's nice enough. Mark is truly enjoying the complexity and everything going on, even though he hasn't really explained what it is that's going on. Is this one above those? You've given a 4 already.
Yes.